Evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to PatFacts. Patrick here, Pat on your back, personal fitness. Hope everyone's having a great week. We're about just over halfway through April now. Hard to believe things are going this fast. I think I saw someone. Hey, Andrea, welcome in. Good to see you. You in the star tonight for first comment. K-Man, welcome in. Yes, you did miss the countdown. Sorry, we just cut on a little late this evening. Had some tech issues hopping on. Things are a little laggy here with the connection. So if the picture doesn't match the audio, I apologize. I'm trying to correct it and work on some internet stuff here at the house. But yeah, Andrea, you got for sure. You get the star. First one to comment. Again, I saw somewhere today, but there's about 260 days, 264, 65 days left in the year. This is day 109 or 108, something like that. So we're already ripping through 2023, hitting it pretty fast. So hopefully you're taking advantage of it and making the most. If you haven't been, you still have over 200 days to get that into gear, get things started, and kind of work towards those goals and those ambitions and those outcomes you want to achieve, and those things that we've been maybe, again, working on at the end of last year, leading into this year to move ourselves forward. So it's never too late. The best time to start, as our pal Peter Twist likes to say, is now. Now is the best time to start. So there's no perfect time, but the best time is right now. So if you haven't yet, start now. If you have been, keep it going, keep that momentum building and growing, keep ascending till the end. And I can't wait to hear your results and your accomplishments throughout the year, and when you achieve that goal that you set for yourself. Tonight, I thought we'll keep it a little bit of fun, a little lighter on our PatFacts side, have a little bit of enjoyment and make the most of our time here. If you're with us a few weeks ago for our anniversary episode, 3-year anniversary episode, again, hard to believe it's been 3 years already, but actually it was about a month ago. Today would have been our 3-year anniversary date. End of 19th or so of March, I believe, was my first stream. And we had our pal Blake Miles on. Blake and I did a show together with Chris and Maria. Blake's been on PatFacts a couple times. We do some work together. We're looking to do things in the future together. And Blake's been a viewer of the show and has had me on his other podcasts and shows as well. So I thought he was a good guest to have on, because we could banter a bit and have some fun. And he sort of seen me evolve through that process. So if you missed that, pop back into March and check it out in my feeds, and it'll be there. But yeah, Andrea, right? 3 years. I know it feels like yesterday that I sat on my back deck and hit record and went live. But yeah, it's been 3 years this March. So 2020 we started when that 2-week pandemic hit us. But one of the things Blake and I reminisced on from the other show, but I thought I'd bring it to ours, a little piece of it at least. It's not quite the same format, but one thing we used to do on our other show, the 3 Not So Wise Men and a Much Wiser Lady, was we would kind of pick 1 week a month, or every couple of months we'd pick and go through the national days in that month. You know, every day now is a national something, a national eat a hot dog standing on your head day, or national throw a hat at your sister day. There's a national day for something pretty much every day now. Some are great, some are a little bit of nonsense, some are fun, and some are just really weird. So I thought we'd revisit that a little bit. I found 2 days that are in April that I thought, you know what, those are really really great days, really fun things for us to do and to try. And they kind of fit in. Hey, Nats, welcome in. It's really, again, it fits in with what we're doing and what we're trying to accomplish. So we're going to go through those 2 days. One of them we've missed, but it's okay. We're gonna do it anyway. And one is actually tomorrow. So we're going to preview it today. And I want to hear from you how you celebrate that day. So come back to this recording. Hit me up in the comments, send me a DM, join me next week at 6 and hit the comments and let me know how you celebrate tomorrow. We're going to talk about that in just a sec. But I want to talk about the day we missed. It was April 9th. We're only missed it by 10 days. That's not too bad. But I think we should do it anyway. We're going to combine that day and what the actual day tomorrow is. We're going to put the two together. And I think this is a good exercise for us to, we talked last week kind of about self-talk and making sure we're being kind to ourselves. And that's an ongoing mission here, and taking care of ourselves and knowing what it is we need to do for ourselves. And I think this is a nice reset for us to be kind of into that mindset. So April 9th would have been National Name Yourself Day. National Name Yourself Day. So that's a day. It's not really official. It started in the 90s from what they can figure in the US, but it's a day where you can name yourself whatever you want. So if you don't like your name, maybe you're a little sick of your name, maybe you just want a little new identity for the day. Hey, Bonnie, welcome in. Good to see you. You can name yourself for the day, and there's different ways they suggest doing it. You could have a naming party where people come over and give themselves each a different name, or you give each other different names, or you just introduce yourself as being this name for this day, and that's kind of the persona you want to live for that day. So what I think we should do tomorrow, being National Name Yourself Day, I want to challenge you to give yourself a name that is positive, that is authentic to you, that is something that lifts you up, that builds you up, maybe something that ties into your theme word. Maybe it's not a direct name. Again, maybe it's more of a phrase or a sentence, but I want you to identify as something positive tomorrow. And hopefully you do every day, but I want you to put kind of a title to it, a tag to it tomorrow. So maybe you're Miss Charming Personality. Maybe you're Mr. Positivity. Maybe you're Bodacious Bill. I don't know. Whatever you want. But let's try to think of naming yourself something else tomorrow for a belated National Name Yourself Day, but a name with some positivity to it, some good self-talk to it. Sorry, Andrea, I am having some lags here with the internet. So again, if the picture's frozen, hopefully you still hear me. If not, I'll pop back on the recording. Hopefully the recording will last and post fine. Yeah, and that's says Mr. Brightside. That's a good one. They should write a song about that. Yeah, so a good example, Mr. Brightside, Mr. Positivity, Miss Does Her Best, Miss Tries Hard, something like that, that again gives some positivity to us, gives us that kind of identity that we're usually looking for and usually have, but maybe we self-talk ourselves out of that, or we maybe push that aside because of some of our negative self-talk and our habits and maybe our lack of self-care and things like that. So we got a couple. Miss Laughter, nice one, Bonnie. I like that one. Miss Laughter. So let's hear your names in the chat. And again, if you're watching recording, that's fine. Post them in the chat. So we'll take a look. We always go back and read the comments. Miss Laughter. We got Miss Rainbow Bright. That's a good one for sure. Let's see your name. So again, those you viewing in, what's a good, even think of a nickname, even if you have a nickname, maybe someone calls you now that is because of a positive attribute that you have. Or again, let's create one. Let's think of one that gives you that title. And what I want you to do, if you want to share it, that'd be great. Share it with those around you and say, I'm really embodying this identity today and really trying to put my best foot forward. Or at least think of yourself in that light throughout the day. Maybe get one of those little stickers that says, hello, my name is, and put your new name on it for the day and put it in there. Mr. Because you're a thinker came in, I guess that's a good one. You could do that. Mr. Let's see what else you come up with, though. I like that. But maybe you put a little sticker on. Maybe you, again, just get maybe some coworkers involved, maybe some colleagues, your family. Maybe pick a name, introduce, or maybe again, do you have maybe a positive name for someone in your family or a buddy or people you work with? Maybe you go in and name them and then say, okay, guys, what's a great name for me? Let's do this National Name Day, 10 or 11 days late, but dates, it's fine. Again, make it fun. Let's do something a little lighter. Let's brighten ourselves up, and let's brighten up maybe those around us too. Hopefully you have a good group around you. because we talk about our some of the 5 people we spend the most time with. Let's bring them in on it a little bit. Let's bring them in on the fun, on the joke, and name ourselves. K-Man's come through with a Rolodex. Remember those kids? I know K-Man will remember those. Oops. Nad says K-Man is Mr. Dancing Feet. I haven't seen that yet, but I'm sure I will soon. Mr. Spock, logical. Mr. Surly, Mr. Springfield, Mr. Dancing, yep, all those for sure. Mr. Vice, I'll probably call you Mr. Vice. So yeah, think of something that again describes you and what it is that hopefully you're already embodying, or maybe something you feel like you are working towards or want to build towards, strive towards. And maybe again that name is like that trigger word or that theme word that we've talked about late last year, setting the theme word for the year. Again, mine this year was focus. Maybe there's some way you can use this name as National Name Yourself Day. Maybe that's your trigger, your cue for the rest of the year. When you're having trouble focusing and feeling motivated to do the work on that project or working towards that goal, maybe think of that, Mr. Brightside, Mr. Dancing Feet, Mr. Motivated, Miss Determined, Miss Determined, DEE, determined. See, you can play around with it, have some fun with it. Then again, maybe that's something that's a cue for you. It's a reminder to keep you on track, help you stay focused. Bonnie mentioned Miss Laughter. Maybe when you're having a rough day, things aren't going the way you planned, things are tough. Remember that Miss Laughter to get that smile back and to think things will be okay. Things are going to be better. A little smile, a little laugh helps us work through this. So again, I love the names coming through. Keep them coming in if you think of them. Again, if you're with us live or even recording, let's hear them, and we'll be sure to comment on those and check them later. And again, what I want you to do is, as you think of this name, we're going to talk about what tomorrow is, the National Day, but I want you to try to tie the two of them together and then come back next week and let us know how you celebrated. Or again, send me a DM or come back to this video and drop a note in the comments in the chats and let us know what it was you did to celebrate. National Name Yourself Day. Let's have some fun with it. Let's name ourselves. Maybe you had a name or a different name planned for you, and at the last minute it was switched. We always see the baby, think, oh, it's not a Jennifer. It looks more like a Sarah. We'll name her Sarah instead. That happens sometimes. You see, kind of get a vibe and a personality from the baby, the child, and you kind of change the name, or plans just change. Maybe there was an alternate name for you. Share that with us. Or maybe tomorrow you can live by that name and embody that persona, and maybe see how that person lives on the other side. Again, let's have some fun with this as you're going through, and let's hear back from you how you incorporate this into your day. Get your coworkers involved, your friends, family, whatever the case is, and let's hear back. Let's have a little bit of fun. Let's lighten things up a little bit. Mr. Pat with the facts. I like that. That's good. Pat with the facts. With is my middle name. I like that. Mr. Pat with the facts. Appreciate that one. Yeah, Mr. Stratus. That's right. Trish doesn't know it yet, but she will. Big Trish Stratus fan. If Tom's watching, he'll understand. He is as well. Good one. I'll keep that one too. Yeah, let's hear those names. Keep them coming in the chat. If you think of more, let's think of them. If you know people in the chat, like Nads and Chris have met, know each other, they're naming each other. So if you think you know someone in the chat and want to drop a name for them, that's positive and uplifting, or maybe embodies them. Sometimes it's hard for us to positive self-talk ourselves sometimes, or to think of all the good traits about us, because we dwell on the negative things. So I should do this better. I can't do this. Sometimes it's hard for us. We almost feel like we're bragging if we talk positively about ourselves. So if you know someone in the chat and want to share something about them, maybe that's a great stepping point for them. Maybe they'll see your name and think, oh yeah, I am that kind of person. I do that. I should embrace that more and embrace that persona and have that reminder for me that I am caring or kind or energetic or whatever the case is. So feel free to share those positive nicknames with each other as well, for those that you may know in the chat. So National Name Yourself Day, again, was April 9th. but we're going to celebrate it tomorrow. We'll start today. We'll celebrate it tomorrow. So keep those names coming in, and let's share this. Let's have some fun with it. See what others come up with, your spouses, your coworkers, and things like that. Bonnie says her name was easy to come up with. My friends like when I make them laugh, plus they like to hear me laugh. Perfect. That's a perfectly fitting name then. It's always great to make others laugh. I like doing that too. And again, they hear you laugh, they get joy from that and happiness from that as well. So it's that twofold kind of win here, a win-win situation of you make them laugh, you laugh when they laugh, and they like to hear that sound, or hearing you laugh makes them smile and probably laugh a bit as well. So what a fitting name, Bonnie. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing the background of why you came up with that name too. That's awesome. And again, those the rest of you kind of watching, let's hear it. Let's hear your background. Let's hear your reasoning for your name for yourself. Because again, this is part of really understanding ourselves and really embracing ourselves for who we are. And that's part of it too. If you've been with us, whenever I suggest practicing gratitude in a class, I ask you to think of maybe 3 things you're grateful for. And then why are you grateful for them? Why did they come to mind? Just to be more alert of the feeling of gratitude and the experience of gratitude, so you can connect with it that much more efficiently. Again, it's a muscle, it's a skill, it's something we practice. So we can understand some of the background behind us. Again, that's a great reminder, as Bonnie shared with us, of maybe why we think of ourselves that way, why we give ourselves that persona or that label. And then again, it can really hammer home and remind us of who we are or great things that we do for people around us as well. So thank you for sharing that, Bonnie. That's great. Great segue there. So yeah, think of a name for yourself or again, someone else. And where did the name come from? What's the reasoning behind the name? Is there something like Bonnie had one where she's experienced it already? Or again, is this something you're looking to work towards and build on? Is this something you're trying to project out to progress toward that goal? No wrong answers here. Feel free to share. So again, we don't just make the team here, we make the team better. We share with each other. So that's our National Name Yourself Day. Again, we're going to celebrate it tomorrow because we can, whenever we want. The day that I saw, that's actually tomorrow on the 20th of April as we record this. But again, whenever you're watching, Name Yourself Day is tomorrow. Doesn't matter what date it is. And the second date that we're going to celebrate, because I think it's so perfect, tomorrow, it's High Five Day. It's National High Five Day. So I want us to give as many high fives tomorrow as we can. Big snaps, palm to palm, echoey high fives. If you don't like high fives, fist bumps. If you remember, I know Andrea, I think Bonnie, you were here too, back when the pandemic hit. I tried to bring back the wink and the gun because we weren't handshaking and high-fiving so much. Thanks, Bonnie. Good to have you here. Bonnie says she loves the team. Awesome. Yeah, the team loves you back. Great to have you here. And thanks again for sharing and being here with us. Sorry again for the late start. Had some tech issues on the go. Yes, high five, Nats. Thank you. High five. So high fives, fist bumps, thumbs up, wink in the gun, or wink in a point. If you don't like the wink in the gun, that's too negative. An air high five. Yes, Nats, that's a good one. A little long distance. Pam and Jim, air high five. Tomorrow's National High Five Day. What an awesome way just to spread a little bit of positivity, of cheer, of uplifting, of support, of fun, of kind of silliness. Maybe you and your friends are like these athletes that have a 12-minute handshake. Bring that out. Let's bring that out. Let's celebrate National High Five Day and try to high five as many people as we can. And again, whatever's comfortable for you. Fist bumps, elbows, air high fives. If you're not comfortable with that hand-to-hand high five, or maybe where you are, it's not ideal to be high-fiving everyone. Think of a way to do it. Maybe a good job, way to go, attaboy, attagirl, something to just share some encouragement and some positivity. That's what a high five is, right? A simple form of way to go, great job, you did it. It's a bit of encouragement. So let's share that tomorrow. So gather your colleagues, your friends, Name Yourself Day and National High Five Day. Let's put those together. Let's have a Name Yourself and High Five Super National Day, where we have a bit of fun. We name ourselves. We think of that positivity, that upliftingness, that positive self-talk and self-image that we we all need to work on more and all need to share more. And then let's really encourage each other with a nice high five or some form of encouragement. And again, let's uplift each other. Let's build each other up. Let's bring each other up out of the darkness and the negativity and the heaviness that still surrounds us. Unfortunately, so much. Again, we have to be the beacons of the light. We have to be the carriers of the positivity pandemic and pass that on to those that are around us. So again, try to bring more positivity, have it spread out around you. That pushes the darkness away. That brings more light into your environment. That hopefully keeps people remembering their name yourself name that they gave themselves or that you gave them, to highlight a trait of them that you like. What kind of a nice uplifting day. We talked about filling people's buckets, being a bucket filler, that positive energy. Again, same idea, positivity pandemic. What a fun day to go in and give someone a nickname or a name for the day based on a trait of them that you really appreciate and want to highlight, because maybe they don't even, again, realize it or think of it, because we tend to not put ourselves up too high. We usually push ourselves down or don't want to be conceited and think of ourselves too highly sometimes. Give them a great name that highlights their trait, and then give them a bunch of high fives and fist bumps all day. What an uplifting, positive, fun day that's going to be. And you're going to go home and feel great and probably have a great night's sleep, and then come in the next day to work or to your meetups and again be in that good energy mode. And maybe some of that will carry over. We can maybe hopefully create some extra positivity in our work environments, in our home environments, in our interactions, even with people, cashiers, baristas, whatever. Try to give those high fives, or if nothing else, pleases and thank yous. If you don't want to high five people tomorrow, extra pleases, extra thank yous, extra courtesy and kindness tomorrow. It's a great way to uplift people too. Okay? We'll make that little caveat to National High Five Day. If you don't, or maybe can't high five the people because of work conditions or where you are or whatever, lots of please, lots of thank yous, extra kindness, that's going to uplift them just like that a boy, that a girl high five is going to do. So you have lots of alternatives. Find the version and the method that works best for you for tomorrow. So in the chat, if you haven't already, let's hear your name for yourself. Let's hear your name for your colleagues, your coworkers, or a friend. Again, even if we don't know them, it's okay. We're all friends eventually, and we're all connected somehow. And then I want you to put in the chat for me, again, live or recording, because whenever you see this, you're going to celebrate it tomorrow. I want you to give me an estimate of how many high fives or kindness or thank yous you're going to give out tomorrow for National High Five Day. Thanks, Bonnie. Thanks for being here. Let's hear it. Let's have some fun with it. Let's hear a number of how many high fives you're going to give out. High fives, fist bumps, elbow bumps, air high fives, hugs if you want to, if the people are comfortable enough to get a hug from you. Thank yous, pleases, extra kindness. Let's hear a number from you guys. Everyone gets shy all of a sudden. You must be adding them up. I guess you're counting. Let's see how many high fives you're going to give tomorrow as we finish up here and get ready to celebrate National Name Yourself Day and National High Five Day tomorrow, whenever you're watching this. Great stuff, guys. I'm going to, at work tomorrow, I'm going to try to share extra high fives with staff and not tell them why. I'm just going to try to start high-fiving people. And customers are going to be extra kind to any customers that come into the store tomorrow. And if the time's right, I'll give them a good fist bump or a high five. We'll see what the environment's like, but extra kind. So I'm going to say 50 total high fives, fist bumps, some extra kindness to people. I'm going to try to interact kindly and boost up 50 people tomorrow. That's what I'm going to try to set out to accomplish. If we do, no, Nat, it doesn't matter. If you can do it with cats as well. But I'd like a people total and a cats total, just so we know kind of where we stand. But cats count for sure. That's fine. A high five, a little scratch under the chin. It's like a high five to a cat. They like that, or behind the ears, depends on the cat, I guess. Awesome. So again, I'm going to shoot for 50. If you're joining us, let's hear what you're going to go for your high five total for tomorrow. So that's it for tonight, guys. Again, I just wanted to again, I saw the national days. I thought I'd bring that back, bring that over, I guess, from the old show. Blondie would recognize that because she was always a viewer of our Three Not So Wise Men. And just modified a little bit. I picked a couple days, and I thought those two were so fitting to kind of the mentality and the vibe and the goals and the mindset that we have. And I thought it was a great reminder, especially with that Name Yourself Day, to really put that positive spin on it. And again, try to uplift ourselves. We need to uplift ourselves more and build that skill so we can see the results. We can stay focused and build our self-confidence up so we can stay on the path to our goals. And then, as always, if we take better care of ourselves, we can take better care of those around us. And then I saw National High Five Day and thought, what a simple way to boost up those around us and ourselves, again, by boosting someone else with that simple gesture. And again, if you don't want a high five or you can't physical contact with work or different restrictions, again, lots of pleases and thank yous, lots of kindness. That's okay, Natty. We won't bother then if no one's around. Vinny was supposed to be on tonight, he said, but maybe he's having issues. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Thanks, though. So again, recording or tomorrow after the day, come back to this video or DM me and or join us next week at 6 p.m. Eastern and share with us how you're going to or how you celebrated Name Yourself Day and National High Five Day. Let's spread that kindness. Let's really give everyone a 25th dose of the positivity pandemic. We kind of need to uplift. I think spring's coming. We've had some rough weather this week, though. Let's boost each other up. Let's help each other be light and have some fun and smile and enjoy ourselves a little bit. Embrace this. Make people think you're a little nuts tomorrow by embracing this and really have some fun with it. Have a great night, everyone. Stay safe. Just before I go, I do want to say, send some thoughts back home to Nova Scotia. Yesterday and today, unfortunately, 2 days. It was 3 years ago. 3 years ago, or 2 years ago. Sorry, I can't get the date right. I think it was 3 years ago that the mass shooting in Nova Scotia occurred. The 2-day mass shooting, the biggest mass shooting in Canada. So I apologize, I get the date wrong, but just thoughts back to Nova Scotia and how everyone has been Nova Scotia strong and has rallied around everyone and has brought everyone up. Still lots to do out there to get things kind of sounds like up and up where they need to be with a few of the technical things, but as typical Nova Scotians, they're staying strong, they're moving forward, chins up, and they're putting that best foot forward. So just wanted to say a special hello to everyone back in Nova Scotia, and we're thinking of you. Have a great week, everyone. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, and remember, always make yourself the priority that you deserve to be by striving to be operationally fit. We'll see you next week.